long before we start up the movement? How long we gon' keep letting them do us? How long before we start up the movement? How long we gon' keep letting them do us? How long before we say fuck this piece shit and grab them clappers? How long before we lose our voices shouting Black Lives Matter? How long we gon' keep letting them disrespect our president? How long we gon' keep letting them terrorize our residents? I'm sick of this shit, it's word to Bernie Mac. How long before we police ourselves, take our own streets back? How long for Uncle Tom hitting hate on this shit? How long before they take a shot at me for making this shit? How long I gotta wait for justice for Josiah Shaw? How long we gotta fake it till we can take it and whack 'em all? How long we not gonna make these youngins pull their pants up? How long we gonna keep letting them shoot us down with our hands up? How long we gonna keep killing our own and making these streets hot? How long will what I say to you stay with you when the beat stop? How long's your attention span? How long you watch the news? You ain't down to shake shit up with the rebels for the cause? I ain't talking to you.
Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. It's been a short little week, man, so far. We're getting close to Friday quickly. For all of those that I didn't get to talk to, happy belated Memorial Day. I hope you had plenty of barbecue in your life and enjoyed yourself, man. And make sure that, hey, you don't eat them leftovers after a few more days. Go ahead and throw that shit away. Throw it away. You don't need it, man. So to get down to business, man, there's a lot going on today. We got, the actual jury has the case, or so to speak, in the hush money trial of Donald Trump. And I hope to God that people on the jury look at this and be like, man, what the hell? You can't believe Michael Cohen. You can't believe nothing. I don't believe it. I just can't believe it. People have to really start using their common sense. And I hope that we have a common sense jury out there that's going to look at this thing for what it is. Hopefully a couple of those jurors have become Trump supporters. We had Robert De Niro come out. And he had a lot to say. He was like, it's a boogeyman in the basement, man, and you might not want to go down there. Why? He's never going to leave. He's not going to leave. He's going to be a dictator for another 50 years. Trump will stay alive that long out of spite. I mean, good Lord, man, it was these people. It is a such thing as Trump derangement syndrome. But, I do want anybody, if you do pray, man, shoot a prayer up there for that man, because honest to goodness, man, this has got to be a lot. It really has to be a lot. To know that, you've done nothing wrong. And, for the whole time that you was doing your job and doing a good job, you had people saying, oh, we don't want you here. This is not the guy, so you couldn't do anything right in their eyes anyway, because you were not one of them. Anytime you did anything to try to be a ballsy guy, you got impeached, and they couldn't impeach you. So what did they do? They gave us COVID and fear-mongered people and left them in the house to their own electronic devices, and they got gaslit by their electronic devices, and they voted wrong. And we are in the situation that we are right now because people voted wrong. And now the Democrats know that people realize that they voted wrong, and they're trying to take the vote out of our hands, man. I think that people need to really realize and wake up to the fact that they're literally trying to quail the American people's right to choose the president that they wanted, they clearly wanted. And it's very, very sad. It's a sad situation, man. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up my brother from another mother, Mr. Noobs, what's going on? How you feeling?
What's up, everybody? Hey, so the biggest liar in the courtroom that I saw today was Judge Merkin.
Oh, Mr. Don Juan
Mr.
Merchan.
Merkin. Yes, welcome to Fantasy Island, Judge Merkin.
Oh yeah, he's more like Tattoo.
Tattoo, yep. Yep, he's Tattoo. And so and now it's starting to come out, about who Mr. Rourke is. And so every day we get a little bit closer to, the truth, where his money is coming from and that sort of thing, and how
Yeah,
it's financed for all of it.
if and I hope that it does not happen. Donald Trump is found guilty. I know that it'll go into an immediate appeal.
Yeah.
I know that there are probably judges on standby that's probably like heads are popping off of their bodies.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I mean, we had, you see how Janine Pirro is losing her shit.
Yeah. Well, if they're actually into, a hung jury situation, which is, to me, that seems like the most likely, deal. I mean, unless those folks that are putting the brakes on are just weak, then it'll continue to be a hung jury. Because the folks that are on the jury that have Trump derangement syndrome, there's no cure for that I'm aware of. There's no shot that you can take, no pill,
Oh my goodness. And it's such a deep seated.
That's because, and I mean, even with what De Niro said, I mean, you could, the only thing that I really got out of his whole speech is that he doesn't know what the hell is going on. Because as soon as somebody from the crowd challenged him on just some basic facts, basic facts that even CNN has discussed, and he's not aware of these things, then he's just sitting there, he's probably on the phone every night with Rachel Maddow,
Yeah.
Because wow.
I don't even know how to, yeah, I know you don't know how to handle them.
Yeah, because you don't know anything. You went out there, oh my goodness.
And we're gonna go ahead and give them some of that.
It's so popular.
It's so stupid. It was colossally stupid. If you're going to send somebody to go speak outside of the Trump trial, make it someone who's universally beloved, like a Michelle Obama. She's not
make it somebody who knows what the hell is going on.
But I'm saying, like, at least within the left and the center left, and maybe even some center righties. Robert De Niro has gone so hard partisan over the past 8 years. He is like example number one of Trump derangement syndrome. Yeah. He's one of those, I'm moving to Canada if he wins, and he's never going to leave the White House if he wins. We're going to have Trump forevermore. I mean, hello, I hate to break it to you because I realize you're advanced age too, Robert, but people die. So he will leave. One way or the other, he's going to go. And in the not too distant future, even if Trump says he shouldn't have to. But in any event, he didn't do that the last time, Paul. Can you really picture a scenario in which Trump is more determined to hold on to power than he was at the last time in 2020, going into 2021? And what did he do ultimately? He left. He did leave. He did it under protest. He was a baby about it. He pouted and then some, but he left. But this is the latest narrative from the left, that he will never leave. And on top of that, they bring out 2 cops who were there on January 6th at the U.S. Capitol who are,
both liars,
rabid Trump haters who are on CNN every night telling another terrible story about Trump and their feelings about it. So it's like no one's listening to them, like literally nobody. And so the other plan that we learned today that the White House has is that apparently Joe Biden, Mr. I'm not involved in any of this, even though I just sent my campaign to make comments about the trial at the trial site, is when and if Trump is convicted, prepared to deliver a statement himself from the White House, which is totally inappropriate and totally stupid. Only in recent eras, like the recent era of Barack Obama, have we had presidents feeling the need to comment on legal cases. That used to be a hard no-no in the United States.
You know what? That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true. I mean, and this is the point, and they think that it's going to work, but it's going to disgust people.
Yep. Yep, that's not their job.
It's going to discuss. People are going to be absolutely disgusted by this because you're not you. Joe Biden will get up and give a speech about Obamacare and about some other shit that Americans are not talking about.
Yeah.
You're not talking about this messed up border. You're not talking about, the economy or why you giving all our money to Ukraine and Israel. You're not telling us anything.
Nope, he's not addressing the things that we want addressed. He's avoiding them or just ignoring them.
And all you're doing is you want to say convicted felon Donald Trump.
Yep.
That's all you want to say. And it don't even matter how you get it.
Nope. And as a matter of fact, it's going to blow up right in his face. And so I hope he has the opportunity to come out and say it. Because, yeah, he might as well just take a brick and ram it up his own ass.
Yeah, I mean, it's so stupid. It's like I've never seen this level.
Yeah. And you'd think that they would learn something by now, because Joe Biden, I mean, if he had two marbles to run together instead of a bunch of, pubescent woke assholes running his entire show, if he had two marbles to run together, he would have played the big man and come out and say, hey, you know what? Y'all need to stop that trial because I'm going to pardon Donald Trump right now for whatever bullshit you got. Then,
so it's only right. Let me give you guys context on what I just showed you, and I know that there are people out here that don't watch the news and they watch YouTube and they might miss some shit, but it's time for me and noobs to give Robert De Niro the business.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to happen. It's going to happen, and it's going to happen right about now.
I think Megan's doing a pretty good job.
That's all right. Good job. So we're going to talk about a dum-dum today.
Yeah, let his ass rip.
We're going to talk about a dum-dum today.
All right, come on, fact checkers that we got in the chat there, play along now. Let's listen to this dummy and see what he gets wrong.
Dum-dum. Come on, dum-dum.
These guys are the true heroes.
Two heroes. Lie number one.
That's lie number one. Lie. Oh, goodness.
I know that fat bitch that's standing on the left over there is the one that stood there and waited for the automatic door to open. And then when it did, ushered people inside and actually fist bumped another guy on his way out. This hero.
Mm-hmm. Right. And so since you did all that, now you got to be the biggest Trump hater in the world.
Yeah. So let's hear some more from this fucking actor whose job it is to read lines that somebody else wrote on a page.
Dang, Noobs, you dropped the first F-bomb on.
Oh man, I did it too.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's go.
Our lives on the line for these low lives for Trump.
They lied under oath.
What low lives? He talking about the people out there. That's why they.
And you hear the heckler. He said, "Yeah, they lied under oath."
Yeah.
They lied under oath. Right. Who lied under oath? What are you telling me?
Those two traitors behind you.
Excuse me?
Those two traitors behind you.
They lied under oath?
Those two traitors behind you, he said.
They're traitors.
They're traitors.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't even know how to deal with you, my friend.
Wait, stop. Yeah, you don't know how to deal with it because anytime you lefty lunatics get hit with a real question, a statement, or an absolute fact, the Trump's a racist.
Yep.
I don't even know what to say because you have nothing to say. See through the hate. That's all I got to say. Come on, Robert Dumb Nero. Oh my God. I used to like you, dude, man.
They stood there. They didn't have to. And there were other ones in there who probably were in with them a little bit too, and they found a way to get around. Not these guys. They stood there and fought.
No, they
Fought.
didn't. No, they didn't. He fist bumped them. That was this fight. That was this whole fight.
Man, the lies, Robert De Niro. Yep.
And I'm talking about that fat bastard right there with the bald head on the left.
Mm-hmm.
For us, for you.
That alarm is like music. Shut
I know, right?
hell up.
Yep. I wonder if somebody did that on purpose.
I think they did.
I think they did too.
For you.
Well, they weren't fighting for me.
No, they fought for you, buddy. You're able to stand right here now.
Oh.
So because of these two.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Because of these two, we're able to stand. He's able to stand where he's standing today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
hallelujah.
And people like them, yeah, and people just like them is the only reason why anybody's standing in front of a courthouse right now.
Yeah,
idiots. Yeah, exactly.
They are the true heroes. I'm honored to be with these two heroes today, from former Capitol Police Officer Harry Dunn and former Metropolitan Police Officer Michael Fanone.
Now, I'm not here to give advice to pro-Trump hecklers, but I would offer that if there's one person to avoid heckling on Trump's behalf, it's probably Robert De Niro in New York City. Just, you know,
look at this dude,
for starters. The heckling
Yeah.
came during a surprise appearance on behalf of the Biden campaign to make clear the implications of the November election.
I love this city. I don't want to destroy it. Donald Trump wants to destroy not only the city, but the country.
Oh,
and eventually he could destroy the world.
If y'all want to.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know what? I just got to get to his content. I'm a mute dude because, oh my goodness, I don't want to hear nothing he got to say about this.
I owe this city a lot. And that's why it's so weird that Donald Trump.
Probably in back taxes.
Yeah, I'm sure of that.
Yeah, you owe the city a lot. That's why you out here.
Trump is just across the street. Because he doesn't belong in my city.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay, Mayor De Niro.
Yeah, what have you done for New York? Mayor De Niro.
Okay, Mayor De Niro. Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many slums have you turned around? How many skyscrapers have you built?
Ooh.
How many bankers have you made rich?
Oh, wait. I'm talking about the lies they tell to keep the conversation just going.
And you know, this guy by definition, I mean, just he's an actor. And so that's what we're watching. We're watching it for real.
Yeah, he didn't. And a sorry one that didn't have the foresight to memorize his own script.
Man, he really should have had a room of writers put that together for him instead of just doing it on the fly.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, what a dumpster fire this is.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's kept his bullshit so that he didn't go out next week.
All right, let's go.
I don't know where he belongs, but he surely doesn't belong here. We New Yorkers used to tolerate him when he was just another grubby real estate hustler masquerading as a big shot.
What?
Yeah. Talk about masquerading as a big shot.
That's what you've done in 75% of your movies.
And I wonder if that's, I mean, he's probably got his elevator shoes on and he's still a short little turd.
Man. Oh, man, he walked up wearing a mask. That tells me all I need to know.
Oh, brother. Yeah, really.
And every time somebody says something to him, he tried to turn around like a tough guy. You could probably blow him over with a, like Donald says, man.
That's like Biden trying to get up in that dude's face that was wearing that hard hat. Man, that dude would have fucking stuffed him up his own ass.
Oh, my God. And shit him right back out. Oh, God.
A two-bit playboy lying his way into the tabloids, pretending to be a spokesperson for himself. He was calling it as himself for himself to fool the press into inflating his net worth. A clown. But this city is pretty accommodating. We make room for clowns. Trump bought their votes with outrageous lies and empty promises.
You could put Biden's name on that. That's
Yeah.
Biden. Sorry.
Got the most religious evangelicals to applaud a sinner who bragged about sexual assault and who
When the hell did that happen? Well,
Never happened.
the grab him by the coochie comment.
Yeah, which was him describing people in Los Angeles, not him describing him.
Right.
Right. Which is why I say this guy's got an intravenous feed of Rachel Maddow. He's probably got a Rachel Maddow enema by his bed for every morning.
Oh goodness. Let's keep it rolling.
just a couple of blocks from here, a jury found him liable for sexual abuse. Somehow, he even got self-styled patriots to support a man who called for terminating the Constitution. And on January 6th,
when did he ever do that? Say that.
That's another didn't happen. That's another Trump derangement syndrome symptom.
I'm like, when did he ever say that? Wow. Good Lord.
rallied an angry mob to threaten democracy, leaving death and destruction in its wake. That's why I needed to be involved and wanted to be involved in the new Biden-Harris ad, because it shows the violence of Trump and reminds us that he'll use violence against anyone who stands in the way of his megalomania.
When has he ever done that?
Nope.
Violence?
Yep. We just make this shit up as we go.
I'm talking about actual violence.
He's thinking of Mad Maxine or I don't know who he's thinking of.
Oh my God. This is absolute. I'm telling you, he's terrorizing the lefty lunatics watching this. Oh my God. Trump's a bad guy because Robert De Niro says so. He's the godfather, for God's sakes. Well, no, he never was, right?
No.
You know. Oh, you came up short.
Yeah. Was that a short joke?
Yeah, absolutely.
And greed. But it's a coward's violence. You think Trump ever threw a punch himself?
Oh, here we go.
All
right, I know this guy didn't.
The White House bunker when there were protesters outside? No way. He doesn't get blood on his hands. No, he doesn't. He directs the mob to do his dirty work.
Wait a minute, the mob? Wait a minute, what the?
Yeah, and when did he direct the mob? The only direction I heard him give the mob was be peaceful, go home, and respect law enforcement.
No, but think about it. The mob, the mafia?
No.
No,
He's talking about January 6th.
But listen, if I wanted to take him literally.
He's talking about January 6th.
No, but just think about it. If I wanted to be a lunatic and take him literally.
But it's a coward's violence. You think Trump ever threw a punch himself or took one? This guy who ran and hid in the White House bunker when there were protesters outside? No way. He doesn't get blood on his hands. No, he doesn't. He directs the mob to do his dirty work for him.
That sounds like something from a movie, though.
No. He's talking about the mob on January 6th.
I'm just thinking. I understand exactly what he's talking about. But if I was to take him literally, which is what they try to do with Trump all the time, that would be a hell of an implication, wouldn't it? Or accusation that he gets the mob to do it. He never gets blood on his hands. He gets the mob to do his dirty work for him. All this violence he talking about. Look, like I said, it's a boogeyman story. That's what I'm really getting at, because it's people out there that take that shit literally because they're stupid. Oh my God, did he mean the mafia? We know better, noobs over here, Provoke Thoughts. Yeah. You know, that was just me making people just think like, you know, just how silly an individual's thought process can turn.
The real lie that's being told here is, if you remember, Trump, when all of that stuff was going on during January 6th, he wanted to go down to the crowd. It was his security team that took him back to the White House. And if you remember, there was even some bitch that went into a congressional hearing and told a lie about him trying to grab the wheel. Remember that?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Craziness. Absolute craziness. This guy.
By making a suggestion, an inference, and his gang grovels and follows his obvious order.
It's movie script bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You hear this movie script bullshit he's reading? Oh my God. Oh, Robert De Niro. Oh, and people will fall for this.
It's no surprise that the murder rate and other violent crimes peaked under Trump.
No.
Not even true.
It's crazy as hell in the streets right now.
He just fabricated that out of the air.
Oh my gosh.
And are falling under Biden. And now he's promising to use our own military to attack U.S. citizens.
That's also a lie.
What?
The only person that has made that threat is Joe Biden himself. He threatened to use F-15s on gun owners.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. You right, Yellow Busy. That's a damn lie. It's a damn lie. The hell going on? What's going on, Jericho? We gonna take a pause for the calls real quick. Shout out my peoples that's in the chat. We got Yellow Beezy out here in the chat, man. What is going on, sir? We got Mountie in the chat if he's still around. You know, hey, what's going on, my guy? We also got Marcella Festa. How are you? I'm telling you, this shit is wild. This man is literally reading probably a script, a monologue, background monologue from one of his old ass movies that he tried to pitch, and he just throwing Trump's name in the shit. This shit is fucking insane. And I got y'all. I'm gonna drop that in a minute.
That's the tyrant. That's the tyrant he's telling us he'll be. And believe me, he means it.
Importantly, to date, the Biden campaign has all but avoided.
Whatever, dude. We're gonna get you out the paint.
Yeah, nice chin guard he's got there. That way the sack doesn't hit him in the face.
Right. So we got these idiots that are about to talk here.
Robert De Niro,
our two heroes,
celebrity. And his voice to this cause. That being said, I think that it's disheartening to know that that's what it takes 3.5 years after an insurrection at the Capitol in which hundreds of police officers were brutalized and our democracy was threatened to get the media's attention. And listen, I'm not painting everyone in with a broad brush here. Some networks have done an excellent job, but there's still networks out there that are mischaracterizing the facts of that day,
and elected officials
mischaracterizing, the events that led.
Man, shut your stupid ass up.
Yep,
Mr. Dap Man.
Yep.
Up to the insurrection at the Capitol, and then there are other networks that have just turned away from the insurrection, as if we can just forget about it and move beyond it, and the country will somehow come together without accountability for that day.
This is a choice in this election. What have been your messages to the Biden campaign?
That Donald Trump is the biggest threat to our democracy. He said it himself. He wants.
Wait a minute. What?
It's not even worth repeating. Don't even go back. Don't even go back. It's just this dude talking to hear his own brain rattle.
Oh man.
To be a dictator from day one. Those are his words. At what point do we not?
He said a dictator on day one, you dummy.
Now, see, both of these dudes, they know that their ass is in the sling when Donald Trump gets in office, because both of these ass clowns, they lied under oath to Congress and are going to be investigated. If we had a Justice Department that was worth a crap, these two would already be on charges.
I'm here to tell you.
I take him serious.
I don't have any message for the Biden campaign. I mean, Joe Biden's going to run his campaign the way that he runs his campaign. Michael Fanone is going to continue to speak out about, my experience and the experience of law enforcement officers at the hands of the former president, and remind Americans that when they go to cast their vote on November 5th, there's a clear choice between an authoritarian who has a violence fetish and, somebody who seems at least has a long track record of commitment to democracy, the peaceful transfer of power in our Constitution.
Bunch of bullshit.
Exactly. Vote for Donald Trump.
Yep.
We don't want this authoritarian in office. Good Lord. What the hell?
And to a similar point.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah. Chin guard boy.
Shut up. Get the hell off my screen. Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. What the fuck, man? I don't like him at all. I don't like the suit. I don't like the beard. I don't like none of this shit. Bullshit hair.
He looks. That might be Rachel Maddow's sister. It looks just like her.
Yeah, it could be.
Let's just take another look. Huh? I think that could be Rachel Maddow's sister right there.
Oh man, old switcheroo, huh?
Yep. Maybe it's even her.
I don't know. Yellow Bees, hey, what's up, baby?
What's good, man?
What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing? Man, I'm sorry I ain't been on these panels lately.
Oh man, we know what it's like. We've both been trying to. It's been kind of a marathon to get in here on time lately. With it being summertime and everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's summer and life be life, and we be outside, man.
Oh, and the grass is growing so fast, man. Seems like all I do some days is ride a tractor.
The summer is around the corner.
Yeah, I'm gonna chop me up some grass this weekend too. Really get it in, man. I'm gonna get the weed whacker out. I'm gonna do all type of shit.
Yeah, well, I'm only dealing with 180 acres out here.
Shit, I've been doing me. I'm just trying to get into this school so I could be a physical therapist. So.
Oh man, you must like people more than I do.
Hey, my pops, he be having pain and stuff. So, I had to really try to do something, and it kind of inspired me to apply there. So, I'm trying to, help people out because, there's some people that be in a lot of pain and stuff.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Yeah, man, shit, for real. Yeah, so what is it about? 6 o'clock, 6:30? Where you at, man?
Yeah, it's 6:34 where I'm at.
Oh, okay. That's what's
and
up.
De Niro has lost his damn mind.
Yeah, I'm not sure he had too much of one to begin with.
He really did. Biden's like, I want to go against Trump, so I'm gonna get a celebrity to do it for me.
Right. I mean,
yeah, it's crazy.
Really, I now that you said that though, I caught myself thinking about it. I was like, well, who in the Biden camp has a good enough, reputation that it would make a difference that they were standing up there instead of De Niro. And nothing comes to mind. I can't think of anybody in that camp, who I would. Can you?
Nah, man. I mean, he has so. Think about it though. Back in 2020, Biden had so many celebrities speaking up for him and talking.
Mm-hmm.
And now,
and now, every time one of them,
Charlemagne contradicted the shit he said, and he was on Fox and shit. I'm like, man, get out of here, man. You was against Trump, and now you want to speak up and be like, oh, I'm for this dude. Nah.
Let me see. I was actually watching that.
Yeah, that dude flip flops a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get it though. I mean, he's probably being, it's the battle between common sense and the people that he surrounds himself with.
Mm-hmm.
It's craziness. But at least Charlemagne, I say this. Don't like Charlemagne, but at least he got the balls to go on the other side of the fence and talk about it and be made out to be the damn fool that he is.
Mm.
I mean, hey, keep on talking, Charlemagne.
Yeah, let's not forget that woman that came out against him.
Oh yeah, keep on talking, Charlemagne.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and go there, man, because that was Charlemagne ridiculous.
And he's the same one that was talking mad crap about cows and shit.
Absolutely. But let's go.
A story in 5 words. De Niro babbles outside Trump trial. Roll it.
I love this. I don't want to destroy it.
Good.
Donald Trump wants to destroy not only the city,
Lies.
but the country, and eventually he could destroy the world. I don't mean to scare you.
What's that beautiful song they're singing in the background?
It's Go Joe Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
Yeah.
Man, yo boy.
No, wait. Maybe I do mean to scare you.
He
If
need to
Trump
realize
returns
his
to the
voice.
White House, you can kiss these freedoms goodbye that we all take for granted. And elections, forget about it. Do we want him running this country and saying, I'm not leaving, I'm dictating?
There goes the horns.
The
That's
only
perfect.
way to preserve our freedoms and hold on to our humanity is to vote for Joe Biden for president. We're trying to be gentlemen in this world. The Democrats, you are gangsters.
Excuse me.
You are gangsters.
That would be a compliment to me, Tyrus, if De Niro called me a gangster.
Yeah, he's the leading expert in every theatrical film. It's either him or Joe Pesci. They got that pretty much on lock. But this goes back to my point.
Who is he speaking? Wrestling.
Yeah,
he's speaking. It's the echo chamber.
Mm-hmm.
And the argument everyone's holding, even when Bill Maher was on, the argument that they're really holding on to, he's not going to release power.
Mm-hmm.
As if this isn't the United States of America. Our military is number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. He would around and find out real quick. I'm not leaving.
Yeah, really.
The same guys that protect him will be the same ones in handcuffs walking his ass out. That's not how this country works. It's ridiculous. And
that's true.
Yeah.
Very
Just like if Biden doesn't clear his shit out after he loses this election, I expect him to be arrested too.
On his ass. Throw that motherfucker out on his ass.
Hold on. He retired from wrestling or something?
Yeah, he retired.
Oh, cool. Oh, okay. I was like,
that's the Funkasaurus.
Yep.
Yeah, he's waking Mayborn back now.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Somebody call my mama. That was the theme song. Somebody call my mama.
Hey, that's the same thing they used for the cat back in the day.
Right. I'm telling you.
And I know maybe I was the only one there. He's already been president and lost, and he was out.
Yeah.
And even all the stuff, and he had every right, in my opinion, to question things when you spend, and like I said, I always look at it from my own perspective. Whenever
he about to run some game. Oh my God, this is crazy. This is just common sense thinking that's about to happen right here.
I had a job or I was someplace where I was doing well, but everyone around me was like, he wasn't the plan, or I don't want him here. So, and I'm always hearing things, and if they made a whole fake thing, and all the fake things they were doing, and the 2 ridiculous impeachments, and then I lose the election, just as natural, just as a human being, you're going to be like, the system that's been trying to kick me out the whole time, this dude who all of a sudden got 81 million votes, you're going to have a natural, like, this is BS. Look, anyone who gets not promoted at work, They don't always just go, I need to be better. Like, you know what? It was Susan in accounting, and it was Gutfeld writing emails about me. They looked to blame. It was a whole thing to take me down.
I did that once.
Same thing.
I did that
you
once.
did that once. Yeah.
I wrote one freaking email.
Scathing email. But that's my point is, like, he did things that any other person would do who was in his situation.
Yeah.
But
it's human behavior to be like, man, what the hell?
Yeah. What just happened here? I just got more votes than any president in history, and somehow they still met. Yeah, something's wrong.
Yeah, they don't like that.
Nope.
They don't. Yep. And Trump
With all the shenanigans, and of course now it's. I mean, at least in my mind, it's been proven that that election was rigged. I mean, 384,000 votes in Pennsylvania alone. Come on.
Yeah. We're going to find out again this time.
Mm-hmm.
People going to be watching them poll stations like hawks.
They better be. Because if not, I mean, I think that's the beginning of the Civil War right there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was still surprised that they bought those shenanigans the last time. I already told y'all that story.
Right. You think you had a problem, but it was an insurrection situation.
Right.
And not asking for it to happen, but it could be White House down.
Well, the real insurrectionists are the people that rigged that election. And that's what needs to come out in the wash.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Including that fake vice president, Pence.
Oh, I can't stand Kamala, man.
You know, I'm mad that he was our senator, man.
Biden, yeah.
No, I'm talking about Mike. I'm talking about Mike Pence in Indiana.
Mike Pence.
Oh, Mike Pence, yeah.
Yeah, he is the one that had the duty and the authority to investigate that election to make sure that it wasn't rigged, and he failed. He's a coward.
Yeah, he punked straight out, man.
Yep, and so he's going to stick to that story, so that he doesn't look like a coward. But we all know what the real deal is.
He punked out. Let's go ahead and continue a little bit.
Didn't matter how he felt.
I want to get to those Charlemagne.
I've never seen another president try an attempted coup of this country, though.
Well,
I've never seen a president do it at all. That's an ugly dude. Look at this dude, man. Oh my god!
And he got a good
I
call.
saw a president who was pissed off and lost the game, just like when my team lose. But he lost. He didn't care. He said bad things. He made dumb statements. But if he was making a coup, we would have seen it.
But those dumb statements.
That wasn't no attempted coup. What attempted coup? You ain't got a weapon.
Yeah. Who shows up for an insurrection with a water bottle and a foam finger?
That's like the beginning of Trading Places when Eddie Murphy ran into Dan Aykroyd and shit. And then he tried to make it seem like he fucked him up and tried to rob him. He was trying to give him his wallet back and every fucking thing. Then he played the hero. In the very beginning, that shit was funny as shit. Like, but that's what be happening. Like, no, you're not. You all are fucking zeros.
Statements riled people up and did cause them to go rush.
Well, he did say protest peacefully, and it's a lousy coup if you don't have any guns.
He handled January 6th about as bad as you possibly could.
Yeah,
I'll give you that. But as far as that's what they're holding on, when we literally have groups now busting in any government building and demanding this, demanding that, and they're not treating the same thing. They didn't have to hire a team from Hollywood to tell us the story. Truth comes out. You don't need fancy camera angles and this, that, whatever. January 6th was ugly. It was stupid, but it wasn't to the level. That's all they're running on, where the rest of us are like, yeah, it happened. It sucked. What about my eggs at $8? What about my gas prices? What about my kids getting good schools?
Thank you, man. Come on, bro.
Yes.
Yeah. What about anything that matters?
Seriously, what about because see what we have to understand about these people. They get in these positions, man, and they don't pay for shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
They don't pay for shit. They don't pay for gas. They got a Part DM card. And they fill up with that. That's not their money. That's not in their paycheck.
No, that's our money.
And all they have to do is concur it and expense it, and it's all good as long as it ain't above a certain dollar amount. But if you get a damn $200 a day expenditure, shit, that's some people's salary.
And you know what really, kind of yanks my chain on that whole thing. And, I spent some time in the military. A lot of you folks know that. And part of that time that I spent in the military, I was tasked with being a recruiter. And when you're a recruiter, you have an expense account, so you can take an applicant, after an ASVAB test to go get them a burger or, whatever. And man, you have to, as a military member, you have to account for every cent with receipts and everything else. These people do not have the same requirements. Like Derek is talking about. They'll go out, you think Joe Biden paid for that ice cream that they show him eating on the news? Hell no. And man, it's just, the level of, responsibility that they expect from members of like DOD and that sort of thing. But none of them observe that same level of responsibility in anything that they do. Even when they do financial reviews of, like the FBI or the CIA or DOD or whatever, and they say, oh, well, we did our financial reviews, and just like every year, we found, $80 million missing. Oh, well, and then that's the end of it. Nothing ever comes of it. There's no investigation. Nobody ever finds out where all these millions of dollars went. We have no idea what's going on with the money spent in Ukraine, other than we know that Joe Biden and his family are getting kickbacks from it.
Right.
And this is why they be taking a lot of people's tax money this year.
Yep. But we've got Robert De Niro up here to explain the evils of Donald Trump while they steal money right in front of us, our money, and give it to a country whose war we started.
Yeah, thank you, Sleepy Joe, for
thanks. Thanks for everything.
You're giving money to Israel. And you told them not to do. I got one word. Don't.
Yeah.
Nobody give a damn. And ain't nobody giving a damn what Joe Biden talk about. Like, oh yeah.
Yeah. So my response to Robert De Niro is, Joe Biden, get the hell out of my White House.
He wasn't. Not too long ago, he was partying with Biden at the White House.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me.
Oh yeah, because a lot of celebrities when the Democrats in office, a lot of celebrities be around him.
He's really short, so he can go down on Biden pretty easy.
Oh my God. You in rare form tonight. I'm keeping the I'm trying to keep the F-bombs out my mouth and everything. You over here like, okay. Yeah, man. But let's see what this lefty lunatic spaz out and say.
Kat, what do you did you think De Niro helped or hurt? And by the way, it's weird that they can do a presser outside of court.
I'm almost to the point where I'm running out of takes on him.
Hey, Noobs.
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor and see if you can pull up those jury instructions?
Oh, I don't think that they released them, but I'll look.
They got them somewhere. People are getting them.
Okay.
All right.
His takes, which are like the same thing he says. And honestly, what sticks out to me about it, as it's actually as unhinged as it was, in my opinion. It was less unhinged than some of the things we saw maybe from our own governor of New York, who then goes after the voters, or the people who support Trump. He just went after Trump. And if people don't, fear is a very motivating thing for people, and people know that. But for me, I mean, whenever I hear like someone trying to make me afraid, then I'm immediately kind of turned off from what they're trying to say, just because I know that that's a tool that people use to control you and turn you.
She's absolutely right. If you want to control the people, you invoke fear, and that's what they did with COVID, man. People don't even realize what was happening. I knew what was happening. Like, they're trying to scare the shit out of us, and we finna get screwed on the back end, man. I'm telling you. And by the time we came back from COVID, people was identifying as it's, whatnots, and whatchamacallits. Like, what the hell is this all about? People were in their cell phones, man, and whatever they was putting in there was they upgraded to 5G, and they downloaded something in some people, man. Noob's probably shaking his head like, oh my God, here he goes.
It's wild.
Okay, I did find a list.
Okay, all right. We'll get that rolling in a minute.
You away from other people, but it's actually, I think that we're in a sad situation when that's not the most extreme rhetoric I've heard. At least,
but let me tell you what the real problem that I have with this bullshit is. The whole damn time you've been in the weeds talking about Biden ain't got nothing to do with this. Biden ain't got nothing to do with this. Now, right in the middle of closing arguments, because timing is every damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
You do this bullshit with Robert De Niro, because let's just be honest and let's just be real. These jurors are going home, and the very first thing that they do is turn on the news or go to their favorite blogger and see what the hell is going on. It's kind of hard to resist. You're not taking their phones away. You're not taking anything from them. And you leaving them to their own devices, man. You think that every juror ain't watched some shit? They tried to make us believe that shit with the R. Kelly trial.
Exactly.
They really did, man. The shit crazy, man. I'm telling you, what the hell? And this was literally almost equivalent. That was actually jury tampering.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then Joe Biden is set to do a speech after he feels like that Donald Trump going to be convicted of this bullshit. And I hope to God that if these people are going home and watching the news, they're watching the right kind of news, and they ain't sitting up here watching Joy Reid and no stupid shit, or they'll watch their asses and like, that shit didn't happen in the courtroom. What the fuck? Seriously. Because these people get there and live like, damn, Costello didn't act crazy.
Oh, AOC?
No, I'm talking about Costello on the witness stand. They said that, the lefties is like he spazzed out and was just being an ass.
Man.
And I'm like, no way.
I wouldn't even blame Trump, because I wouldn't want to be in that courtroom anyway.
No, I'm talking about his one of his only witness, to where the judge had to clear the courtroom because, oh my God, you rolled your eyes and said sheesh, geez.
Oh man.
And they try to make it seem like the man threw his hands up, did a Fonny. They tried to make it seem like he acted like Fonny Willis. Honestly.
Fonny did this to herself, though.
No, I'm talking about the comparison of okay, so let me go ahead and give you a little bit of context.
All right, go ahead.
It was a guy named Costello that Trump had testified. He was trying to testify to kind of refute Michael Cohen, okay, and the stuff that he was saying, but he already done busted his own self. But this was supposed to galvanize. The moment they called him, it's like the judge lost his shit, and every objection from the prosecution they sustained, and to the point where they weren't even asking context. It wasn't like objection, relevancy, objection. It was objection, sustained, objection to sustain. So the man literally couldn't get a sentence out his mouth. So he was just like, oh, geez. So the judge spazzes out. Now, this judge has been listening to a porn star talk about Donald Trump not wearing a condom, which I think is bullshit. The man is a germaphobe, and he probably didn't even want. He like, oh, okay, whatever. So, and then you get Michael Cohen up there, and he's lying and everything, and it's crazy because people really don't understand that they are literally pushing towards a guilty verdict. It's like you got the judge that's already made up his mind. So he's steering the ship of the courtroom. And the jury instruction is ridiculous. And he done broke them off into 3 groups and told them that they don't have to agree on what the crime was that he was trying to commit. They just got to agree that he did something. That sounds familiar, don't it? It sounds very familiar, and it's actually pretty sad that people don't recognize it at this point.
Exactly, man.
And this is New York. And we're going to get into some other shit because right now, grand jury is forming on Diddy right now.
Yep.
What's up, DV Wild?
DV, what's going on, buddy?
Shoot, Diddy is, and R. Kelly's getting some wins now, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Faith Rogers gone. But we're going to keep it moving. We're going to get into context with that. We got,
yeah, man. I can't wait.
It's a formatted, thing. So we're going to keep it moving.
He went after Trump. He keeps going after Trump over and over and over again. At a certain point, I'm getting the vibe he doesn't like the guy.
Kennedy, something personal happened. What is going on? You've got your ear to the ground.
Well,
literally.
Oh, my goodness.
When Robert De Niro and I were dancing cheek to cheek just a few weeks ago in our favorite gin joint, he confessed to me that he spurned my love because he has a secret love for Donald Trump. Okay, people don't want to let go of power. People don't want to concede when they have lost. It's incredibly painful, especially when you have made it to the summit. Hillary Clinton is evidence of that. She still can't let the election go, and she didn't even win. Imagine, and Hillary Clinton's one piece of advice for Joe Biden when it was so close in the closing days of the 2020 election, she was, whatever you do, don't concede.
What?
Mm-hmm. Got her on tape.
Because they was gonna flip that shit. If Trump had won, they would have been like, man, hell no,
Trump
he still
did win.
No, if he had in eyes of people, whatever.
But she's saying don't concede because she knows, just like for her election, that the fix was in. The trouble that she had with her election is that they severely underestimated the amount of votes that Trump actually got.
And at the end of the day, the feds reopened that investigation about them emails that murdered her. Ain't no hush money gonna help that man. Come on now.
Yeah.
He whooped that woman.
They got her on tape screaming at her people to fix this, or all of their necks were going to be in a noose.
Damn.
Yeah.
Cold-blooded. Jesus. Hillary. Oh my God. The Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah, she should have been in jail 50 times over already.
Man, let's keep moving, man.
That was her advice to Joe Biden. She said, the worst thing I ever did was concede to Donald Trump. She didn't have any power, and she still can't let go of it. Imagine if she won in 2016, but then lost to Trump in 2020. She's the one who would still be barricaded behind the Resolute desk, wrapped in Kevlar and snotty tissues. Like, she's the one who is incapable of letting go. And I think the human ego is just like that.
Yeah.
But he left. He's gone. He's not president right now, but he wants to be again really, really badly.
Last word.
Yeah, let the record show. I totally agree with Robert De Niro. I am one of those people that suffer from Trump derangement syndrome.
Man, the first step to solving your problem, Charlemagne the God, is admitting that you have one. We need to start some TDSA meetings.
Exactly.
Oh well, there's gonna be a whole lot of copium after Trump wins this election.
TDS Anonymous.
Oh my goodness!
You know what? And I treat y'all fools. You know, hey.
Yeah, you know what? We need to put together a like a provoked thoughts barbecue or something.
Absolutely. Man, we'll TDS. You admitted it, bro? Yeah. You on your way.
I think he is a threat to democracy.
Really?
See, and it's all about what you think. You know.
Yep. And he think people gonna take his word. Nope.
What else you think?
Think that he led an attempted coup in this country.
It's what you think.
You know, he said he wanted to suspend the Constitution to overthrow the results of it.
That is some rhetoric. That's crazy.
And that's bullshit. He never said it.
Another
Just because
puppet.
he wanted to challenge the election, that does not translate into I want to throw away the Constitution. He never said that. That is some left-wing bullshit.
He's a puppet, bro. He's a puppet.
Oh my God.
An election, at the least, that's just not a patriotic thing to say.
I don't believe that.
He
You don't believe it, Goodfellow?
absolutely said that on
I will
Truth
look that
Social.
up.
He did.
He wanted to suspend the Constitution.
He said we should suspend the Constitution to overthrow the results of an election. He said it on Truth Social, then said he didn't say it. So I read Project 25.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
And then here they go. I read Project 25.
I'm one of those guys that's like, I don't know if he will necessarily.
I don't believe he read Project 25. I really don't.
I haven't seen anything yet that convinced me that he can read.
He better be glad he ain't in jail. Shit.
Oh my goodness.
Necessarily leave. I hope he does, as you said.
I don't. Like I said, I think even if I think this happens more.
You know he gonna win. I hope he does. You know he gonna win, punk, with all that shit you talking. Good Lord.
With our presidents, then I think because now we can see everything, and Trump made everything so transparent because he was on TV every day and everyone was watching the camera.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet, and again, I'm not justifying the bad behavior of January 6th, but I'm willing to bet every president, when he got the note that he was not, when he was out, they were calling everybody like, can we fix this? Are we sure? And I think just given the fact that Biden's biggest claim to fame was he got to be Barack Obama's VP. And it was
damn, that was vicious, but it's true. Yeah. Biden wasn't shit, okay? He wasn't shit. He still ain't shit. Now he shits himself. Ain't that some shit? Shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. What's going on, Yellow Bees? Hey, what's up, man?
Oh man, I just call all that. I call all that.
Oh, D-Mac, what's up, man?
Yeah, D-Mac, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, we got the whole crowd here.
I'm like, it can't be two Yellow Beezies up in here.
I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that.
I had a moment. I'm sorry.
Nah,
hey,
you good,
man.
Derek. You good, bro?
It is what it is.
Yeah, you know, shit.
What the hell, Charlemagne and God talking about freaking Biden actually did something for the country?
I'm talking about Biden, and now I'm talking like Biden and shit. 4 more years. Pause.
I hope not.
Sure.
I'm in cognitive decline. Shit.
Oh,
and it's because of this weed and alcohol.
Oh, brother. You need to stop, man.
I'm just playing. I'm just fucking around. We talking about sending people to TDS Anonymous. We're gonna start some shit so people can get it. Because we got some boy.
Oh, man, you going in.
Yeah, we're gonna send them. Charlemagne gone. Hold on 1 second. We can really keep that moving. Wait a minute.
I voted for Barack twice. I voted for Trump. Looks like it's going to be 3 times now. But the point is like it was the greatness of Barack that helped him over. Now that there's no more Barack, this is all Biden's presidency, and it's been embarrassing. So people are like, are we willing to go back to a poor sport who at least was getting our taxes right, or a wandering fool who's letting the worst part of the Democratic Party get their stuff past him because he doesn't have the.
Neither. We deserve better. The American people deserve better from both parties.
I'm not running.
Shut up, idiot.
Like you really care about the American people.
Yeah,
All right, we got to move on.
right shoes.
Man, shout out to Clearfield. Right. We deserve better. Okay.
Like he really cares.
He don't care.
Cool. And like I said, it's all about what they think. It's never an actual tangible, I can put your hands on it fact. It's like, I believe that he's gonna do this, and I believe you believe in Santa Claus too, you dumb bastard.
I swear.
Wait,
freaking idiot.
Why? What's with Santa Claus?
Man, hey, I don't know. I believe in Santa Clauses. I see him all the time. It's more than one. He ain't bringing his ass down my chimney, that's for sure.
No.
That's for sure. So, just real quick in other news, man. Diddy. Oh, my God.
Ain't getting no, it's getting worse and worse for that dude.
Yeah.
You know what? This
Somebody
is going
want
to
him
be...
out.
Oh, yeah. Somebody want him gone. They make sure they get rid of him.
But they ain't got Jay yet, so he still got all that power.
Look here. They trying, and I think you need to hand this booklet of his list to some loved ones.
Out my mind that Sean Combs knows that this is coming.
Things could be heating up for Sean Diddy Combs as CNN reports the feds are moving toward charging the rap mogul.
We are now hearing that federal investigators are preparing to possibly bring witnesses in front of a federal grand jury in New York City.
The report is...
Oh, shit.
Man.
That's like El Paso sauce. This stuff comes, they say this comes from New York City. New York City.
CNN loves to bring a black man down.
Oh, of course.
And New York City ain't got a problem with it either. We gonna run you through. Okay, we think you did something, so we're gonna run you system of New York. Did he get prosecuted? He's physics, man.
Yeah.
He's hit. He hit, and he gonna have to drop that list or something. We gonna have to, something. This is gonna be a hell of a year. Oh my goodness.
You got a list. You got a list.
What is some of this gonna be?
That's another reason why they trying to get rid of him.
They're doing the same thing they did at Cavs.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh my goodness. You know what I'm saying?
They're trying to get rid of my mans.
And you keep on hearing videotape. I'm like, oh God, wait, who? Again? Like,
they're trying to get rid of my guy.
turn the cameras off. You don't need to be recording shit.
He got a bunch of dirt on him. That's why they're trying to get rid of him before he starts exposing their ass.
Right, let's go a little bit.
The first we're hearing about movement in the case since the raids by federal agents back in March. Thanks for joining me for Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. Things have been relatively quiet, at least publicly as far as the feds are concerned, with Sean Combs since the raids on his homes in California and Florida back on March 25th. The silence, which isn't unusual when it comes to the federal government, had a lot of people wondering, did they actually find anything during these raids? Is the investigation essentially dead? Now CNN says the feds are preparing to call witnesses to testify in front of a grand jury. But
finna give all them chicks immunity. And the dudes.
Same thing with kills all over again. Everybody, parents, like all
you get that PPP loan back in 2019, 2020. You might want before we get you and sentence you to 5 years. For real. Oh my goodness. About to be crazy. Diddy?
It's scary, man.
Diddy? Oh my goodness, buddy.
Correspondent Elizabeth Wagmeister qualified it just a little bit.
What we have heard is that possible witnesses have been notified that they could be called to testify. Now, sources do caution that investigators are still in the process of gathering information. In fact, they are still calling in new witnesses, and they have called in some witnesses multiple times.
So there's a lot.
I know that goof ass bodyguard been called in. Wanted to run his mouth. I know he been called in.
Not a qualification there, as I mentioned. Witnesses have been told they could be called to testify, but investigators are still gathering information, so the sources have kind of cautioned them not to get ahead of themselves. So it sounds like there's still some legwork to be done. As far as been told, they could
that
be
was
called
hilarious.
to testify, but investigators are still.
The kid on the bike. What the heck's going on?
This is definitely a violation of his due process.
Craziness,
And
crazy.
his constitutional rights. But y'all know the left wing don't care about that.
No, they can do it to a president. All bets are off. All bets are off, man. If you can do that to a former president, all bets are off.
All these cases are connected.
Everybody can get got.
From Kels to Vince McMahon to Diddy and Trump. It's all together. It's obvious.
But you got when they got you in their sights, they come for you, man.
Why was I watching WWE NXT last night?
Sexy Red. Yeah.
What?
I'm like, Triple H, man. I don't know, man. He on something.
I'm like, you invite Sexy Red? Jesus Christ!
It ain't PG. Hey, it ain't PG no
Sexy
more.
Red.
Hey, look, I'd have lost my mind if they had brought Lotto out.
Sexy Red of all people.
If they had brought Lotto out, I'd have fainted.
Sexy Red of all people, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm on Jay Cargill.
I'm gonna really need some ratings, man. Y'all bring her on there, they must need some ratings.
But look at this picture, man. You got the kid rolling back, like, what's going on over there? And little dude, you know, this machine guns and everything in there.
And she ain't wearing no bra.
Yeah, and she got udders.
Yeah, somebody want that man gone, man. I don't know.
You stupid.
But the Freemasons are definitely behind this.
Moves over there like I see a nipple.
It look like it.
I'm just thinking all this bullshit that we're hearing right now against Diddy is that they're trying to pressure him because he's got something that they want. And if he goes down, it's because he either has something that they want or he lacks something that they think they want. You know what I mean?
Right.
And my point of all of that is that it really has nothing to do with any crimes that he has or has not done, because the people in power have been looking the other way and facilitating that until this point. My question is, what was the thing that swapped them, that moved them over into now wanting to bury
became a billionaire?
You think that's what it is, or do you think that it's because he got something on somebody he wasn't supposed to have?
Yo, I'm so glad you said that. I believe they raided his house because he had some stuff on him.
I am 100% with you.
That's why they raided his house. It wasn't about none of that shit.
Right. And guess what was on the fucking empty airplane?
Whatever you got against him.
Whatever it is that they're looking for.
Yep, we got rid of it.
So now we've got a
big ass flash drive.
A fake grand jury coming up. Okay. And again, I'm not saying that Diddy is innocent or anything even like that. I'm saying that they had no interest in anything that he was doing and even facilitated those things that he might have been doing until something happened. And I agree. I think he got something on somebody he wasn't supposed to, because that man records everything.
Yeah.
I mean, but the thing about it is he kind of knew. I think he knew something was coming around the band. Because he started paying all of his artists back that he screwed over.
Yep.
That's why it's like,
That's why he was like, man, so let me hurry up and give all this stuff back, because in case something happened to me, at least they got it.
Yep. And I mean, we've said it before on this show, the one thing that Diddy has that R. Kelly didn't is paranoia.
Yep, but you're right.
And so that's why I think, because R. Kelly, he was like, a fish out of water when that whole thing came down. And Diddy, though, I think he's a little bit better at the game.
Yeah, because he was more educated than Kels.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Kels dropped out of high school back in the day, so you know he couldn't really he didn't really know too much.
He didn't know which way to look, even, you know.
Right, he trusted everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
All he knew was music, and that's all he knew.
That's it. And this ain't the same thing with Diddy. Diddy, to me, he's like, you know, he's like the Black Bill Gates.
Yeah.
You know, Bill Gates knows jack shit about a computer system, but he knows how to put people together that do.
Mm-hmm.
Right, man. You know, after damn 30 years of making hit songs, man, you looking for your money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, it's like, damn, you know, I should be in the status of these people that's coming in the billionaire status. What's going on with me?
Yeah,
I know I ain't spending that much damn money. No, you wasn't getting robbed.
So yeah, I mean, I do believe that the money has something to do with it.
It does.
Definitely.
It does.
But you know, I think more it's about dirty backroom BS that nobody's supposed to be talking about, and definitely nobody's supposed to have a recording of.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah,
and we just found out recently how Diddy recorded everything, and I know people was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh yeah, that went both of them houses looking.
Yep.
What them tapes at?
What? Send in the troops.
Yeah.
He had over what 200 cameras or something in each house.
People probably had a heart attack when they heard that.
Oh
shit
yeah, every angle. Yeah, every room, everything.
And I, just as sure as we're sitting here, I know that there has been some woman that came up and said, "Oh well, I'm going to tell him that you did this, 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 and that," and he's going to go, "All right, bitch, you go ahead, because let's review the tape."
Exactly.
And I got
no words.
I've been trying to tell some people, man, you know, we weren't there. You know,
the fuckery is this. All about all this shit is going on, been going on, alleged to be going on. There is a bunny ranch that's functioning and running still out in Nevada.
Oh yeah,
with cameras in every room.
Yeah,
and everything, but there's no outrage for that. And that's clear-cut prostitution that's popping off out there.
Yeah, but it's legal there.
It's legal. So, you know, and it's crazy because when is there going to be outrage for that? When is Vegas going to get screwed? When is Reno going to get screwed?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, man.
Yeah, when is Van Nuys, California going to get screwed?
You know, but I mean, there has to be places in America for that. It's America.
They're probably going to legalize it at this point.
That's why there's 50 different states in the union, you know, so that if the one that you're living in doesn't suit your taste and that sort of thing, then you can go to another one, you know. So, you know, I think there has to be places like that in America.
They should legalize it.
And I got,
you know what? I'm not against it, but I'm just saying. In the meantime, that we talking about this. What's going on, you know, and I'm sure that there's been plenty of assaults pop off at the Bunny Ranch. Plenty.
Oh yeah.
Probably if you're celebrities, probably been plenty of assaults that popped off in the Playboy Mansion. Plenty of them.
Playboy Mansion, no doubt.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Playboy Mansion, that's a whole different story. Yeah. Yeah, we know that there's stuff that happened there that we probably won't hear about for another 30, 40 years.
And I believe that's what is that too in the Playboy man.
Got to take a pause for the calls. J Rock is in the building.
J Rock, man. Come on, speak, man.
Man, what's going on, fellas? What's happening with you, Derek?
Man,
News, what's going on?
What's up, man?
What's up? What's up, Nude? Yellow Beezy, what it is?
Hey, man, what's good, J Rock, man? Hope you're having a blessed night so far, man.
Yeah, man, I am. The good thing is I'm still breathing, so that's always a good thing.
Oh, through the grace of God, through the grace of God. Amen to that.
Yeah. D-Man, what's happening with you?
My brother, what's going on with you, man? If I
Man,
come out there, the booty water you.
Man, it's so crazy, man. I've been doing some research on some stuff lately, man.
But like I said, all of these cases, what this goes to show you, and you know, I'm always on who's next. You know what I'm saying? They got one. You know, they got Diddy, but I'm like, man.
I think they're gonna have Jay-Z next.
I was talking to my brother-in-law earlier today, and I was like, dude, man, people tend to forget about Jay-Z.
Oh, they
and
come out
Shaq.
of him next. He next.
And if you want to talk about underage, all you got to do is look at his wife.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is look at Foxy Brown.
Yeah,
all you got to do is look at Aaliyah.
Beyonce.
Rihanna.
Rihanna.
He signed Rihanna when she was 16.
Oh yeah. Oh, trust me. He coming after him next. He next. He knows it too.
Yeah, he got. Hey, you remember 99? He stabbed somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And he was arrested and he was found not guilty, and the stabbing happened right there.
So they come after him next.
But hey, that's what happens when you sell your soul, man.
It's that money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I don't know if y'all knew this. I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but Derek, you know your boy Vlad just issued out another interview. He did an interview with Bill Bellamy.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a clip in regards to Bill Bellamy got a story about R. Kelly and Aaliyah. And in the interview, he said that he had never told this story before. I'm like, why is it that all of a sudden all this shit about R. Kelly, people we got a story that they ain't never told before?
Right.
Now, it's on. DJ Vlad got it. It's on YouTube right now.
Oh, let me tell. I'm gonna look it up right now, my man.
Matter of fact, I I was in a group chat, and because I saw it yesterday, and I pulled it up. And keep in mind, this was not an interview. This was not like a year ago and anything like that. This was just about a couple days ago, which really questioned the timing to me because of the fact it happened a couple of days after Bonjean got that lawsuit dismissed.
Mm-hmm.
So now you decide to put this interview out with Bill Bellamy, talking about his interview. And the interview he did, that was when he was working for MTV, when he was doing MTV Jams back in the day.
Before he hit the big screen.
Right. And
he didn't really hit the big screen like that, man. Let me get no credit. He didn't hit a handful of movies.
Like How to Be a Player, Brothers.
Yeah, he didn't hit just a handful.
Yeah. He didn't give his soul away like that, so
you never know. Bill Bellamy looked like he might have went.
Yeah.
He looked like
had been over.
He looked like he had compromised himself for a little bit of fame.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't know a person to even what they wouldn't do for them almighty dollar, especially if it's in the millions.
I think I'm just gonna have to be broke.
I swear. I'm sorry.
I prefer to be in the set I'm about to get in. So it's like, hey, that's better than being a millionaire, because being a millionaire can be really stressful.
I was having all that money more of a headache than it's really worth. That's when you got vampires trying to suck you dry.
Yeah, everybody coming to ask for a little
Everybody,
loan.
family you probably haven't seen in years, hit you up like, hey, cuz, how you been, man? Been so long, man. I heard him getting that bread, so you gonna hook him up.
Let's not get off task, man.
Yeah, I put the link to the video in the super chat.
Okay, in the super chat. Okay, in the private chat.
I mean private chat, man. My bad.
Hey, you silly. Let me go ahead and get back to this here with Diddy.
Gathering information. So the sources have kind of cautioned them not to get ahead of themselves. So it sounds like there's still some legwork to be done as far as the investigation goes. Litigator Robin Nunn has been following Diddy's case closely and had taken notice of the silence from the government until this report from CNN.
I was shocked by this revelation. Today, I understood that the federal investigation had obviously taken place, but it's been a bit quiet as far as plans for next steps. And this, most recent report seems to indicate that there are witnesses who are testifying, and that there's been information that's been found, perhaps on the premises, that is furthering the government and law enforcement's efforts to figure out what's happened and implicate potentially Sean Combs.
This is a law and crime legal alert. Google Incognito tracked users browsing.
She's talking about some other shit. And let me move her around. She commercially. So we got to talk about Diddy. That's what we're here for. All right. She running commercial.
In front of the grand jury is attorney Bradford Cohen. who's represented rappers like Kodak Black. He's also represented Drake and many others.
So the report confirmed what I was saying for the past 3 weeks, is that I think that a grand jury was meeting. I think that the grand jury is considering a vast amount of information and charges that are going to be surrounding Sean Combs. I think that it's going to be vast and encompassing years of different kinds of criminal activity. And I think there's going to be a lot of either co-defendants or unindicted co-defendants, depending on who they give.
That sound like Rico. Rico.
Might as well make a song out of it.
Yep. They can't get him one way, they'll get him another.
Judge me.
I mean, look, and the crazy thing about it is they taking that shit to New York.
New York.
You want to talk about stacking a deck? Anytime anything go to New York, you have a heart attack. Like, no,
you screwed.
Hey, like the Dog Pound say, New York, big city of dreams.
He ain't lying.
And I will say it again, and I've said it before. Stay out of New York State. You got no reason to go there.
And
I've been there before.
And Georgia.
I mean, you might get arrested or you might get killed. You never know, man. It's crazy out there.
Like Georgia too. I thought they got good food.
Well, you know, if you gotta go in and get a sandwich, that's on you.
Oh dang! Just for a sandwich, I go through all that.
And now I know that, you know, like the NAACP, they got their warning out on Florida. And, you know, some other groups, you know, BLM, they got their warning on other places like Texas and that sort of thing. I'm telling you, stay the hell out of New York.
Man.
New
York don't sound. It don't
Never
sound
been
good
New York.
at all out there, man. Good Lord.
I don't know about New York. It's expensive as hell.
Yep. Hey, if you don't set foot in that state, then you have no reason to answer any court summons that arrives to you from New York. Blow me.
You know, the crap that's like, you know, just happening with this legal system, man. I told you they was coming. I'm like, they coming. They gonna, you know, because you got that female outrage and all the phone calls is coming in. Well, you need to knock him up. Oh my God. I don't even understand. Karen's calling. I don't even understand how this man's even free. I'm a
yeah.
Woo! Well, speaking of free, everybody gonna be mad when Kels get free.
Let him be mad. Let him be mad because we got a whole lot of shit to talk about with that.
Yeah, in the words of my buddy Benny Johnson, just let that salt flow.
Yeah, it's gonna be some salty days and some salty nights.
Because I'm going to blast his music. I still do it to this day. But
I still blast his music.
Oh yeah,
it never stopped.
Oh, I'm going. I never stopped either. I'm gonna be like Cedric the Entertainer on the Kings of Comedy. I wish a motherfucker would.
Man,
if you come up my house, you're gonna get some Kels and get life.
Don't trust me.
No. He was saying like black folks like we wish your motherfucker would.
Man, that's exactly how we feel. But yeah, I mean, cause see, they're gonna get hit with it because see, he get out. It's gonna be people gonna be asking a whole lot of questions. What happened? How he got out? When he did, and then once we turn around and hit them with them hard logical facts on what happened and the shit that they did. But what's gonna really get them is the shit that they didn't know about that the media didn't tell them.
Hey, like my old pastor said, read.
I mean, just look at our justice system right now. Well, no, look at the justice system in New York. Again, I watched the trial where every objection by the prosecution was sustained and every objection by the defense was overruled.
Yeah.
You know, you even the closing arguments, the judge told them not to talk about law, but he allowed the prosecution to get up there and talk about FERPA violations.
Yep.
And see, and what gets me is the fact that Jennifer Bonjean got the lawsuit dismissed against
Perfect girl.
Against Kels, and it was Faith Rogers who was the main part as far as why that New York indictment even took place.
Mm-hmm. And she didn't show up 4 times, so you know she was a damn
4
liar.
consecutive times. Neither her nor her attorney, neither one of them showed up
because
on
she a
4 separate
liar.
occasions. And this wasn't like just like 4 times in like 1 month or anything like that. We talking about 4 times in a matter of about what, 7 to 8 months.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Right.
So she won't be getting no money.
And like I said, it's that, you know, like I said, the state of New York and its justice system, if you want to call it that.
But I sure can't wait for when she get on.
It's been bullshit since the Central Park 5. Probably before. I mean, you got to think about they designed they shit to go after mobsters and shit.
Kelly,
all type of crazy shit.
Man, Kels ain't no mob.
Nope.
You know,
he's a man of God. That's what he is.
Right. But you know, you got, like I said, when you got Trump going through the same thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got Diddy about to go through the ringer.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's coming. That indictment, give it about a month.
Mm-hmm. Jay-Z next. They come at them next.
Give it about a month, and they're gonna have shit all over his house again as they arrest him because they want to see him make that perp walk, man. They want to see it, man. People are seething to see it. They want it.
And 50 Cent is real happy about it with his snitching ass.
Oh yeah.
Snitch ass nigga.
Man, 50
what?
Man,
he snitched on a. I'm sorry, he snitched on the whole label.
50 been a hack.
He been like
a fraud from the very beginning, man.
Yep.
And I knew it all the way 100.
Mm-hmm.
Get Richard Dye, the first album was an assault on Murder Inc. It was on Murder Inc. and Ja Rule.
Mm-hmm.
Ja Rule at the time was the hottest rapper in the game.
Man, he would have some hits, man. I fucks with Ja Rule, man.
Me too.
He was hit after hit after hit. I'm talking about you go to the club, you hear Where Would I Be Without You, Between Me and You. I'm talking about club banger.
Yeah, and that was at that was at Ja Rule 336 album.
Mm-hmm.
Rule 336.
Rule 336. Yep.
Yeah,
so did that to himself.
So you got 50 Cent come out with Get Rich or Die Trying. And the nigga talks about this man so bad, Ja Rule, damn near throughout the whole damn album.
Yep.
And then stole his style.
Mm-hmm.
He said he was singing for females, but then you started singing to females.
Azriel Clary had her entire life.
Amazing.
Crazy.
Amazing. And people watched this and they, 50 was buff and females thought he was sexy, but they didn't see the bullshit. I never, when I bought Get Rich or Die Trying, but I wasn't even enthusiastic about buying shit else because I'm like, damn, why did you do that man like that? You got your career, your vitamin water, and all that off the back of that man.
And correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Get Rich or Die Trying come out nearly the same time Chocolate Factory also dropped?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
So when it comes to people like 50, it's all up puff, Diddy, and all his business.
Mm-hmm.
You done been to some of them parties, bro.
Uh-huh. Yo, man, 50 did go to those Diddy parties. Man.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yep. And speaking of 50, why is Vivica out here being 60 years old talking about she ready for a relationship?
Man,
talking about she may want to go ahead and try to get back with 50.
And she looking weird.
Yeah, all that plastic surgery, man.
She looking like Wendy Williams.
Oh, God. No, you know what she look like? She kind of looking like your boy Jigsaw from Saw.
Of all people, man. Jigsaw.
Yeah, yeah.
Stop.
You like to play a game?
God. Why?
Stop.
God.
Hey, shout out to my girls V White, Leona Shaw that's in here. You know what I'm saying? Try to keep it all.
If y'all think I'm lying, do a split screen between them two and see if I'm lying.
And let's not forget, man, when Kels and Ja Rule and Ashanti did that wonderful song, man, 50 was on Kels' tail. I'm like, man, Kels ain't worried about you, nigga.
He never did a song 50 Cent.
Yeah, he did.
There was one, but it was never released. It was him, 50, and Dr. Dre.
No, they did a song on Before I Self-Destruct.
Yep.
Album. That's one of the songs that's on there.
Yeah, and there was one that was never released.
I heard the one. Oh yeah, because Kels did talk about that back in 2009. That he said, yeah, he had some with Dr. Dre.
And that was the song.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, but it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Like I said,
but Dr. Dre is the devil's puppet too, man. Come on.
Oh, absolutely. And he might be on the shopping block too, because you remember, they had the movies about him whooping on Michelle A. and all of
Dean
that.
Barnes, he admitted to that too.
And see,
dang, Dre, you admitted to Dean Barnes?
And see, and that's something that's really confusing to me. Kimyetta Barnes, who's D Barnes' sister, had a lot of smoke for R. Kelly with Mute R. Kelly, but you don't go after Dre, who put hands on your sister?
Yeah. That's
better
pretty
preach on it.
You should have had all that. She should have had all that energy for Dre anyway.
Because you want that money. I believe them women in Mute R. Kelly are lesbians, man. They gotta be lesbians. Because they sure hate men.
You got the D Barnes, the Ratchet Predator, and the other chick that looked like Jar Jar Binks. I don't know what the hell these two chicks up here talking about Mute R. Kelly. And then you got an assistance from Gerald Griggs, who got a head like the Great Gazoo from the Flintstones.
Oh my goodness.
All of them collaborated on that bullshit.
I'm here to tell you, man. So check it out, J Rock. I want to know something. How you feel about this Trump trial, man, and where you think it's going?
And look, I'm gonna tell you right now. The more I go through this the more I see this thing with Trump, I can easily take Trump out and stick R. Kelly in. It's almost the same fucking thing.
I've been screaming that shit for about 3 years.
I'm at the point right now. I'm like, you can't. Yeah, and see, and all this, and people seem to not realize the fact that all of this is happening during election year, and this cycle been going on. I've been telling people the whole damn time with this bullshit going on is always during an election year. Something's always coming. Something always coming down the pipe. Whether it's somebody, you got a Trump trial. I don't know how Fannie Willis wound up winning and got her spot back as DA. I don't know how that shit happened. But then you still got, and then you got the other chick that y'all been showing. Who's the chick in New York? The one that's supposed to be I guess she's supposed to be running for DA in New York or some shit.
You talking about Letitia?
Letitia James.
Yeah, her.
Yeah, it's going down the pipeline. It's breaking apart.
Real funky DA here.
Yeah, she's got some problems of her own though, and you don't hear. You don't hear the media talking too much about it, but she's being accused of the same thing that she accused Trump of, overvaluing a piece of property for financial gain.
Karma come around.
Yep.
They don't play. No.
That's what happened with Marilyn Mosby to a certain extent, wasn't it?
Yeah,
because it was with I know it was with private mortgage in regards to an account that she used, and then she was facing a lot of time, but then they went on ahead. She wasn't getting no jail time, but she got house arrest from what I heard.
Yeah, Kel's always loved women, man. Sure, he dedicated his career to women.
Yeah,
he never disrespected them, not in one song. Well, except for Real Talk, because man, he was on some shit.
Shit, he didn't just that. Let's
I know. Like some of the songs, but most of his songs,
he done been a little disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? But like you say, it take all type of, he was every little genre. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and plus he been through that with some of the women he was with, so that's why he was doing them type of songs.
So
I still listen to it.
But I feel like that, when it comes to this Trump trial, I've been crying and screaming and yelling for years. And, I tried to dedicate my life to, as far as on YouTube to, getting that point across that was happening for a different reason than what everybody want to think, man. Everything that happened in our R. Kelly win was a litmus test to what we're seeing right now.
Mm-hmm. They're using Diddy.
They created R. Kelly as the boogeyman in the basement. And then under the bed, turned everybody against him. And next thing you know, he go locked up.
Damn.
And the thing about it is with Trump, they've done the same thing.
Yeah.
Boogeyman in the basement. He gonna do this. It's gonna be wars, and his personality is gonna create wars, and regardless to what, none of it happened. It's all in people's minds,
and it's not based on anything.
It's he might, he may, he's gonna, and you misquoting because you're deranged and you stupid and you can't hear. You hear only what you want. And people will tell you, well, he said this, but he really meant this.
Right.
Who's Kim and Ann are interested? They
did that shit when they would call themselves breaking down the R. Kelly Gayle King interview. You said that, but he really meant this.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
It reminds me of that comedian that does the I can't remember even which comedian it was. I think it was Bill Burr. And he's talking about, how you can get in trouble, when you're dating women anymore. And he's like, I can just imagine now, when I'm sitting in a courtroom and you get a bad, rereading of what happened, because during the date, she's like, oh, stop. Oh, quit. Oh, stop. You're terrible. And then in the courtroom, it comes out like, oh, stop, quit. Oh, you're terrible. Quit. Stop.
Right. Yeah, it's all about how they
the actual context. Yeah.
You contextualize shit. Because everything that Trump said, I understood everything that he said that they've spun. I knew exactly what he meant and everything. And it's crazy how they'll clip his footage right in front of these idiots, flash that white light to hypnotize they men in black asses. Ooh, you didn't see that. Yeah, he said, you never play the part where he said, I don't care if you're black or white or anything, but he big up Chi over there or whatever the fuck and Putin. He said that they was like it or not, they smart. You can't underestimate your enemies, right. Dummy. That's why when you tell somebody don't, they do. You over there giving them money when you need to be taking control of the situation. If you really had a real military situation going on, you would have said that shit could have been stopped over there by now.
Mm-hmm.
I have never seen in my lifetime the number of incompetent military actions that we have seen in the last 4 years. Just as a side note, on top of all of the other stupid things that this idiot has done, there's not a single military operation that has been in the public eye that he has pulled off?
Nothing, man. He'll get some military killed out here, man.
Yup, for no damn reason.
I'm talking about getting slaughtered. I don't want him to even touch our people. Leave it alone, for real. You know, and it's like I'm watching today, and I don't even want to put Joe Biden up on my video screen because it's just such a headache.
Yeah.
He was in Philadelphia pandering to a black college.
Oh boy, I'll have to watch some of that later.
And you know, he had Kamala Harris there for reassurance and reaffirmation.
Really? Was anybody singing "Let's Go, Brandon"?
No, I don't know. You know, they know where they're going and they know what they're doing. But I think that Trump needs to pull up in Philadelphia.
Yeah, yeah. And Baltimore,
Cali,
Mhm.
you need to pull up.
Chicago.
Cali.
Yeah.
You need to pull up to LA because man, we are really struggling out here. We are
L.A. Yeah. Oh man, you can just go up there,
really,
talk
really
shit about Gavin Newsom all day, and have a roaring crowd.
because if he has a rally, man, I'm going there. Period.
Hell
Going.
yeah.
Is it a lot of people? Is it a lot of closeted Trump supporters in Cali?
There are a lot of
Democrat supports.
Yeah, well,
That
there are
happens.
also a ton of Republicans.
Yes, we do.
And
Yep.
particularly in Los Angeles, you have a pretty sizable percentage of the population who will talk all day the Democrat thing, and then they'll go vote Republican.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because Newsom, we need him out of here.
Yeah.
You can't keep coming.
Pelosi, she just needs to fall over and die. That
Yep.
old bogus
Like,
bitch.
man, this man is messing up the state that I love, the city I love.
Yep.
I've been a Cali native all my life.
What part are you in? You're in Los Angeles, you said?
I'm in Los Angeles, off of Slauson. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel for you, brother. I mean,
Yeah.
I grew up in San Diego, and
yeah,
and you know, I don't even wish that on anybody anymore, just because of the sheer number of people that are there now. But man, I think that's like I don't know. There's a lot of crazy people in San Diego, but it's like the last holdout of the big cities. You know?
Yeah, because every day I walk up down the streets, man, I'm seeing people living in their RVs and like it's like, man, like look what my city got turned into.
In San Francisco, even worse.
Yeah, that's where the real gay pride is at in San Francisco and Santa Monica.
Yep, and Sacramento.
Oh, the state capital, of course.
Yep. What a mess. I cannot believe all of the stuff that Nancy and her nephew, you know, go out and talk on television about how walls don't work and everything else. And you go into Sacramento, every business that is, you know, like a conglomerate of some kind, you know, or it's not just a mom and pop, has a huge gate and security everywhere. They just fenced everything off in Sacramento.
Yep. And you know what? These prices of this rent, let me put my face up here.
Man.
These prices of these rents up in Cali is skyrocketing. Groceries are skyrocketing, gas prices are skyrocketing. And trust me, I've been paying attention to everything.
Yep.
Cali is in the worst state of their life. Not just Cali, but all states are. But I'm glad North Carolina is starting to step up too.
And I still see some hope for Georgia. I mean, you know, there are still the majority of the state is I consider to be in fairly good order. It's just
don't bring the gay stuff over to Africa and Russia.
Man, yeah,
they're not playing.
Nope, they are not playing.
Because Putin was like, "You come here with all that, going to jail immediately."
Yeah, and you mess with our kids, we're gonna take your head.
Oh yeah, they ain't playing.
Oh yeah, Russia don't play, man.
Yep.
I'm glad. Shoot. They ain't had to do that to Michael, man, because he knew.
Yep.
That's why he wrote that song, "Stranger in Moscow."
Mm-hmm. And you know, and that's one of the things. You know, particularly. You know, oh my goodness. Even when the whole like you know, gay thing started, and I'm gonna say that you know it started to become you know acceptable in like the 80s and 90s and that sort of thing,
right?
You know, but among black people that was considered you were on the down low. You guys remember that term?
Yep.
They
still use it to this day. But they just put DL. That's it.
Yeah, and I mean, and so and then with that, and then with all of these African countries coming out and saying that is not the way. I just don't understand how so many people can still adopt this kind of woke mentality.
Quote unquote woke.
Yeah, right.
And you know the funny thing about that too, man, is just a lot of dudes out here in LA, especially in Hoover, man. They are undercover. Man. They are undercover.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been exposing themselves a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, man, it ain't gangs. They be doing it too.
Yep.
And you know, one more thing. I did my research on the flag the other day. You know how it's just plain rainbow. I found a particular flag and I just realized who they really worship.
Who's that?
Baphomet.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's right in your face. I'm like,
and I've heard, you know, there's another explanation that goes along with that because
the darker meaning behind that flag.
You know, because the rainbow is supposed to be, you know, God's promise, and so they wanted to shit on that in any way they possibly could, and so you know, stealing it and adopting it for their own purposes was their way of doing that.
Yeah, let's thank Obama and his wife or man, whatever she is.
Yeah, whatever she is, still up in the air
because she still look like a man.
Yeah. And I mean, I think there's been enough pictures, and maybe you guys have seen them debunked or not, of, you know, aren't there pictures of Big Mike in college?
My Lord.
I think there's pictures of Big Mike in college.
We all know who's controlling the internet, Google, and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We all know them signs, what they really came from.
Mm-hmm.
There's some deeper meanings behind them.
Both of them came out. If you ask me, both of them came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Google and Google Play are the signs of Masonic symbols. That's what a lot of people don't know.
I believe that.
And a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
Like you got like Apple.
Well, anytime you get a bunch of rich assholes together, they've got nothing better to do than sit around and plot what to do with their money. There's always going to be some kind of secret society crap involved. It doesn't mean that they're particularly smart or organized. It just means, you know, they've got a secret handshake and some boy toy that they share. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know what? I saw a video of these Masons were doing some evil, demonic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I shared it with people. I'm like, do you still want to get in the industry? Do you still want to get in the industry? Because if you do, you got to go through all of that.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this. If one person has been full-fledged Illuminati, it's Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
Diddy, unfortunately, let's just keep it all the way 100. I ain't got no talent to be no damn rapper.
Nah. I'm telling you, he's an organizer. He's an organizer, and you know, a producer. You know, that's why I said he's like Bill Gates, because Bill Gates doesn't have any particular, you know, computer talent.
Do you understand the shit he had to do probably to launch his own clothing line, a highly successful clothing line back in the early 2000s?
A lot of sacrifices. He had to do a lot of sacrifices, and Biggie was one of the biggest sacrifices.
Well, and I've said this before. You know, he's starting to smell like Epstein too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, because also we know the story about how Bad Boy was officially got launched because remember he was interning with Andre Harrell
at MCA.
Uptown Records / MCA.
Mm-hmm.
And I always wanted to know. I'm like, wait a minute, how did he get Bad Boy so damn quick if he was supposedly cut loose by Andre Harrell?
Remember?
Where did he get the capital of Bad Boy so damn quick?
Craig Mack.
Yeah, because he was cut loose. What? And because he was with Uptown until what, 92, and then 93 he gets Bad Boy in that capital that damn quick.
I think he screwed Craig Mack over. Craig Mack had skin in that situation, man.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you know, now I think about it, man. Let's not forget Diddy was in probably one of those fraternities in Howard. So it's obvious that he's been in the Illuminati for some time. Because you know these fraternities, man, they demonic, and these sororities are demonic.
And you know them black fraternities, man, sororities, fraternities.
So you see Stomp the Yard, they showing all. They showing it all.
It be some tomfoolery going on there, so you might already be ready. Oh, I already took one up there. I can go ahead and do that for some money.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, man, it's so funny that a lot of these black folks that goes to these colleges, they Christians. Some of them are Christians.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know what they're getting themselves into.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you join that fraternity or that sorority, they gotta make you do stuff.
Yep. That's your religion now.
They're gonna make you do anything nasty stuff just to stay afloat in it.
Yep.
And I've heard some testimonies on YouTube about how they got out. And they say everything about it. I'm like, man.
Yeah. It's not just Scientology, I can tell you.
Like Stump the Yard, it's right in your face.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And like Nick Cannon on Drumline, he had a haircut ritual. It's right there. That was a haircut ritual with that fro. I'm like, that's a ritual, man. Obvious.
Yep. Well, check it out, y'all. We hit the 2-hour mark here, so we're gonna go ahead and call it a night, man.
Yep.
I appreciate everybody that's been in here, the people that was on Rumble tonight, X and YouTube. Make sure that you go ahead and cross-platform and like and share everything from everywhere. I don't give a damn. You know, like I said, man, we in the midst of a lot here. 2024 and 2025 gonna be. Hold on to your seats. Buckle up. Buckle the hell up. You know, so we can go ahead and round robin, keep it quick, man. You know, we're gonna go from last to first. J-Rock, get me out of here, man.
Yeah, well, I want to go ahead and come on real quick and shout you out right quick, you know, and when you was in the middle of the information about Diddy, I was like, people still talking about it, and it's all stemming from that Rolling Stone article. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. It says a lengthy article, and they talk about it's supposed to be a documentary coming out about him called Bad Boy for Life. So, I mean, here we go with the same damn playbook. That's where we headed, but
yeah, we're versed in the ways of the justice system.
Yeah, we are very well versed into it, especially since we have seen the whole damn playbook play out for the past 4 or 5 years
with different people. Different people getting the same treatment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And like I said, I always appreciate you, J-Rock. I wish you could come in a little bit quicker sometimes, man. You know,
the funny part was I was going to jump on earlier. Big Vi called me. And I was on the phone with him for a few.
Yeah, y'all both should just came on through. But yep,
that's my bad. I'm supposed to send Big Vi a link, and I keep forgetting to do it whenever we start the session.
It's cool though, man.
I think he was out and about though. I don't know if he was out and about or he was going to work or coming from work.
Yeah.
But yeah, but he wasn't at home when I talked to him.
Okay, shit. All right, well, shit, we're gonna go ahead and keep it moving. Like I said, I appreciate you, my man. You know, it's all love over here. You give my number from Nisi and tap my line, man.
Oh, for sure.
All right. D Maps, what's up?
All right, my brothers. It was good. Had to hop on the live. I know it's been a minute. I'm always busy doing something.
Man,
It's good to hear from me.
I see you got your microphone game under control. I ain't hearing nothing back there. That's what's up.
Told you. I'm gonna improve on it.
Yeah,
man. Shit, man.
Project make perfect.
Yeah.
Project make perfect. I told you I was gonna get it together.
Because you got a lot to say, and you kind of get distracted by certain shit. You're like,
Yeah.
what is going on? So
Yeah.
but, like I said, I always appreciate you, man. You're more than welcome.
Yeah,
to
man.
chime in. I know you be busy. It's summer now, so these lives I'll be getting them together later in the game.
It's hard.
It's like, oh my goodness, let me go ahead and put this live. Okay, in about an hour. Okay, damn, I got to download all this shit.
I'll be getting notifications. I'll be getting notifications. I'll be like, oh shit.
I got to talk to noobs, do a mic check, do vibe checks. Shit. I got 10 minutes. Oh my god, I'm still ain't getting all my shit. So it's
everything ready.
Yep. I'll be halfway in the middle of a sentence. He's like, all right, I got to go backstage. We're going live right now.
Like, what the? Like, oh, snap. Oh, God.
Man,
like that, man. It'd be like that. I would try to do whatever I need to do for y'all go live. I'm like, oh, that's true. I missed the start. Oh, well.
I mean,
I get in there. I catch up.
Get in where you fit in, my dude.
Pretty much.
All right, Yellow Bees. Hey.
All right, man. You know, it's always an honor for me to be on this panel. Well, first off, I want to give honor to God, who's ahead of our lives. And,
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you, Derek. Again, it's been a while since I've been on here. I've been doing some things for myself, and people got to and I'm gonna want people to remember, man, don't believe the hype of any propaganda that comes our way. Remember to use your thoughts before jump to conclusions. Learn to get the facts, and that's all we need. And this is what we need to do, because people out here are foolishness. They're losing their minds, and they don't know what to do. So, yeah, man. People out there, man, think before you react.
Man, very, very well said.
Hey, Derek.
What up?
Before you get off, there's a video I ran across. Y'all were just talking about in regards to fraternity, sororities, and masonry and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Philip Scott had a video about a few days ago, and the title of the video is called "Black Women Denounce Delta Sigma Theta After Realizing They Pledged Allegiance to the false god Minerva."
Greek, they study Greek culture. Oh yeah. So we got sodas and especially monsters. There's Masonic symbols all over it. It's all over everything we buy.
Yeah, I just thought it was real interesting when you brought that point up, and I ran across this video a couple days ago.
Oh, you talking about me or
whoever had brought it up on the panel talking about the masonry? I think it was you, Yellow Bees, who talked about the masonry.
I mean,
and it was funny that you brought it up because I just ran across that video.
Yeah.
It was talking about how some of them had denounced Delta Sigma Theta and found out some of the things that was really going on.
Yep, and then you got food places that has Masonic symbols, man. It's right in our faces, especially Starbucks.
See, so let me show you something real quick. We're gonna bring him in.
So in your face.
This dude playing, knowing I'm trying to get off. What's up, Mountie?
Hey man, I just wanted to come up and holler at y'all for a minute, man. I've been listening in and out.
Mountie, what's going on, man?
Hey man, what's going on? What's going on, man? I was just as always, when I see y'all come up, either if I can't interact, I'll listen.
Yeah.
But I just kind of wanted. I'm sure y'all probably touched on it earlier about this Trump situation, and this is clearly those of you who've seen it or who've been following it. This is clearly a witch hunt, as we knew it before, and what's appalling and repulsive as a court officer, as a court justice, you instruct the jury to tell them that you tell them you don't have to be unanimous. What in what court in America under our judicial system where a jury does not have to be unanimous in a conviction?
They need to haul that judge out there in a damn straitjacket.
Like this is when you listen. This is the greatest show on earth, as far as I'm concerned, because there's no appellate court in the world that's not corrupt, that's not immediately going to overturn that
Right.
if he's convicted. That's impropriety. That's disgust. Like he needs to be disbarred and he pulled off the bench.
And speaking of which, I've got in the chat. I posted it twice. There's a link to the complete set of Judge Merkin's jury instructions for anybody who's interested. So go check it out.
Because it's and I I'm gonna do my research, but I dare any one of you up here to do a little research on these judges that are presiding over this case, because see I'm thinking he's a judge that probably was appointed by Obama or Biden, because the one that judge in DC where they wanted to have his trial in DC. He was in the same law firm as Joe Biden and Obama. I mean Joe Biden.
No good.
Like this is crazy. This
Yeah,
is crazy.
and
then
the deck is clearly stacked.
oh yeah, and Merrick Garland.
That dude is a piece of work.
Merrick Garland is the most corrupt individual. When he was a judge, I got word months ago that they were trying to push charges. They were going to try to charge Trump to with so much stuff, with type of charges to where they're going to be hard to beat. And you cannot tell me this judge that's presiding over this case is not he's not being puppeted.
Yeah. Nor was he randomly selected.
You know what? The shit that the jury was asking for was kind of like, you want Pecker's testimony, you want Cohen's testimony. You already know this motherfucker lied, so y'all just trying to really match up the lie. And say, oh shit, there it is.
I mean, hush money. Like this was stuff before. Like this, I mean, really?
Michael Cohen mortgaged this fucking house.
Yeah, I think we already beat this to death, though.
He mortgaged his fucking house on his own. There's no way Trump would ask this man to put a fucking mortgage on your house and refinance shit to pay some bitch.
And for like the 20th time,
Forgive my language.
Audio recording of Trump offering to settle the issue with cash and Cohen refusing. Now, he didn't say in the recording what the actual issue was about, but when he said something like, it's going to be in the range of $100,000 or whatever, and Trump offered him cash on the spot to settle whatever it was, and he refused it because he had his
right, and it was a absolute setup.
Yeah, and it was Cohen that brought the recording, and the only thing that it was good for was making himself look bad, because it corroborated what the defense team had already said, that Trump had no idea what Cohen was over there trying to cook up.
And I would just hope that a jury would see what Janine Pirro saw in the court, or Alan Dershowitz, that what the hell? And then
it only takes one person with common sense to hang a jury.
Mm-hmm.
But I listen. When a judge of the court
The mic is buffering.
says to the, can you hear me?
I hear you, but it's a little scattering and going on in the background.
Yeah, that happens from time to time. I think he be moving around. He go get comfortable and shit. And it ain't no good signal where he go get comfortable.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Like I said,
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
we got to get up out of here, man.
Oh, I want to show you. I want to show one more thing about Masonics. That's it. Like this, for example, this contains the Masonic principles.
Oh, you talking about SmackDown?
Yep.
Which one was that? What year was that?
This is 2006. It shows it contains the Masonic principles where the opposites comes together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I might have to look that up. I might have to look that one up, bro. Jeez.
Just look up on YouTube, type in Eddie Guerrero sacrifice, and then they'll have a little video about it.
Oh,
their cabal, the cabal, which is headed by secret society, which is the Masonic order.
Mm-hmm.
Their job is somewhat to, because if you follow some of that stuff, their job is somewhat to usher in the New World Order, and that's cloaked in a lot of their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why NWO existed. Exactly.
Right, absolutely. We're gonna have to say that for another time, y'all. We getting the heck up out of here. I do appreciate all of y'all, man. I love y'all to death, man. And
hold on, let me put a video in the chat. I'll send it.
All right, go ahead and drop that thing real quick.
And I'm gonna mic everybody out. Go ahead and take us out of here, Derek.
Okay, no problem. So we we talked about a lot of things today. Of course, we know what everything is, man. It's the injustice, man, that's going on. It's crazy. And we just got to do better. We got to make sure the things work properly. And we just need to make this happen, man. At the end of the day, I appreciate all y'all. I love y'all. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. And peace out.
How long before we start up the movement? How long we gon' keep letting them do us? How long before we start up the movement? How long we gon' keep letting them do us? How long before we say fuck this piece shit and grab them clappers? How long before we lose our voices shouting Black Lives Matter? How long we gon' keep letting them disrespect our president? How long we gon' keep letting them terrorize our residents? I'm sick of this shit. It's word to Bernie Mac. How long before we police ourselves, take our own streets back? How long for Uncle Tom here and hate on this shit? How long before they take a shot at me for making this shit? How long I gotta wait for justice for Josiah Shaw? How long we gotta fake it till we can take it and whack them all? How long we not gonna make these youngers pull their pants up? How long we gonna keep letting them shoot us down with our hands up? How long we gonna keep killing our own and making these streets hot? How long will what I say to you stay with you when the beat stop? How long's your attention span? How long you watch the news? You ain't down to shake shit up with the rebels for the cause? I ain't talking to you.